Showtime.
Feels like I was just here yesterday. Oh wait, I wasn't! Because... I'm sorry for lashing out like that, because I had multiple recording failures yesterday, and I was all like... Son of a gun! Okay, but no. I decided to just take a night off. I did a little bit of some restarting on a couple things, and everything seemed to be working just fine now. And with that, I'll say this. Hey everybody, it's the D-Rock100, and welcome back to more of Pokemon White. Okay, I feel better now. Last time, we began the post-game, and we got ourselves the Super Rod. We also were told by a strange looker to explore around the place, see if we can find any of the 6 remaining sages outside of Getsus. We found one, but where are the other 5? Let's go downstairs. That was weird because the music kind of glitched out when that happened. But, okay. To research strange Pokemon, having a battle is a good approach, don't you think? Well, you're not entirely wrong. Scientist Marcus. See, you're having some Pokemon that we've never seen before! Jeez! I actually kind of forgot to never be seen Pokemon in the low 60s. Well, this is gonna be quite the fun adventure. But you know what? I got a good feeling about this. Because luckily for us, we're gonna be seeing a lot of unevolved, not fully evolved Pokemon, except for you! Except for you! I might have just made an oopsie, and it smells like shite. Don't know why I'm sounding like that, but to be fair, I wasn't fully prepared for what is to come. Alright. I'm gonna start off with a Scald. Hopefully it'll do something. I know you're kind of a special tank. But don't worry. I'm talking about how you guys probably a little while later. But, lucky for me, I'm coming prepared for this sort of shenanigan. Psyshock. Okay, hopefully you'll go down this turn. Or not. If I can resist it! Gugh. If I can resist this, I'll be... Never mind. Well, at least Mystic took it down with it. I have no idea what your next Pokemon's gonna be, but I have a hunch. It ain't gonna be pretty. Okay, you know what? I take some of that back. It's actually a pretty good one. Let's go for a... Revenge. To do more damage here because my buddy was knocked out last turn. Wow, that sucked. Boom! This won't. Alright. Alright, you know what? Just frig it. Excuse me? Alright, fine. We'll try it the other way. Head charge. How are you you still kicking? Well, luckily for us, I shouldn't take too much damage from this. See? Can't help but wonder, why did I lose? Pure dumb luck. And a few cases of inconvenience on my end. Alright. Let's see here. I'll be honest with you guys, I actually kind of forgot that these guys are gonna have some pretty high level Pokemon. And what if you go Psychic Strange Powers? What's really interesting is that these trainers will actually avoid fights unless if you go to them. Alright. Got a Poliwhirl right there. Can't say nothing to that. Unless you do Belly Drum. Okay. Don't know why you would do that. Well, about time, but what? I'm sorry. What? You mean to tell me that Ring Out only did that much? All right, that's gonna complicate things a little bit. Okay, what do I want to do for this one, though? You know what? We'll try it again on this one. I guess then maybe I'll let the other trainers go. Prevent only shenanigans from continuing. Lucky chance. Alright. Boom! That'll give you a headache. Buffalo Bees, level 52. Thank you. Ooh, a Parasect. Okay. Haven't seen one of you guys before yet. Sure. Freddy Wolfa, get out there. Go for a Stonehenge. Uh-oh. Well, then again, you do get same type of attack bonus from Giga Drain, so I'll definitely give you points out for that. Go for another one. Uh-oh. 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 Try it one more time. Please take it out this turn. Please. Thank God. Focus Punch. I'm gonna say no for this one. Because Focus Punch, it takes a turn to charge up. But if you get hit, you lose your focus, and it's pretty much useless. Alright. Let's go down some here. We got... Okay, we got an Awakening right here. I guess it's something, I guess. Yeah, these guys will avoid trainer battles with you. I might just take care of these guys out of my own time, since... Oh, I guess you're a bit of a rare exception on that one. Okay, I'll take it. I made a choice what to take it. Catherine. You get a Jigglypuff. See, I get used to seeing these at higher level of Pokemon. And yet, curiously, some of them are not going to be fully evolved. If they were fully evolved, like that Hypno that we saw from before, we'd be in some serious doo-doo. But it's okay. I think we're gonna get through this just fine. And what the heck is it with these guys and with Musharnas? Kind of foreshadowing something out here, I guess. Alright, let's see if I can one-shot this thing. Maybe? No. Well, this sucks. Ha-ha! Not gonna get me this time. Buffalo beat in it, maybe. Maybe wild, but he ain't gonna fall asleep that easily. No siree. Alright. Great, we're here with another awakening. What? Oh, you fake out! Fake out! But, alright. Rudolph. Oh. Oh. Well, I know what I'm doing. Oh. I honestly thought that I would be slower than you. Give me your health! I must suck you dry! Oh boy. Alright, let's just hope for a high hit, critical hit. Okay, that was better than I thought it was gonna be. Malice is a level 54. I'll gladly take that. And you have a Wobble Vent. Pokemon's a known hitter for mirror codes and counter. That's gonna be a bit of a issue in on itself. So let's hope for the best. Safeguard that prevents you from status problems. And this thing is a great thing. It's a really nice tank. I can almost guarantee you that they're going to be using counter for this. No. Okay. Oh. You prick. Destiny Bond. The worst part about that is, it took Scorpius down with it. Twisted Spoon! That boosts the power of psychic type moves. Alright. Aha! Hello! I spy with my little eye something beginning with Gay Sage. I have a strange feeling about this one. I'm not even gonna ask what a Gay Sage is. But you know what? Whatever. Just, we'll roll with it. Ah! Boo! Were you surprised? Oh, Trid who destroyed our castle. I was quite surprised by you. You'd be surprised that both Pokemon and people who will leave themselves open. While they're in a state of surprise, they can't use their powers like they normally would. Our intention was to surprise people by making our castle appear and showing off the legendary Pokemon. At that moment, we planned to deeply impress the people's hearts with the awesome power of Team Plasma and the brilliance of our new world. Now that I've seen the strengths of spirits in you and the team leaders, and how effective that strategy would have been after all. Maybe that strength of spirit is what needed to take Pokemon to the next level. Sorry to have wasted your time with this silly conversation. Take this with you. You should also consider yourself lucky that you didn't get a punch in the face, dude. My Lord N's dream. You were the one who put a stop to that. Please don't ever forget that. And now, about Team Plasma. I am an officer of the International Police, and there are so many things you must tell me at once. Sean is said to appear here. His dream mission makes you see dreams, but they are nothing but illusions. The dreams that you realize are with your own abilities are the real dreams. Accept my thanks. Now, Getsusan notwithstanding, there yet remains but 4 of the 7 sages still at large. What is it in there thinking? What it may be that they're hoping. This is the information I pursue. Until we meet again. So, here in the Dreamyard, we're finally in some grassy areas for a change. And this is when things are gonna get a little bit interesting. How interesting? We got some high-level Pokemon that are out here, and not a bad place to do some leveling up if you need to. Which, I think while we're going through this, why don't we have a bit of a battling and training montage while we're talking about the 5 new Pokemon that we can find out here, right here in the Dreamyard. Starting things off is Eradicate. So, a classic that has pretty nice abilities and a pretty decent move pool in its little life. Super Fang is definitely going to be one of the best moves that you're going to be seeing for a while. And complementing his adaptable with such great moves that it can learn with Guts. Don't lie. These are some really nice combinations that I could even recommend to my worst enemy. That being said, though, it does come with a few major gripes, and those being defense and special defense. It's a glass cannon, and the fact that you can find them at this sort of point to start the post-game team is decent in the way that out of this. I'm not saying that it's bad, I'm just saying that it's outclassed. That doesn't mean that you can use this to your advantage. It can work in a few ways. Super Fang, Hyper Fang, and heck, even in some of the... actually, come to think it, can it learn the elemental things? I kind of want to say that it does, but I'm just going to go for wishful thinking on that one. But the point is, Eradicate actually has a pretty decent use in his little life. Too bad you don't have Hustle, though. Next up, Lady... For the love of God and the choruses and the weird hair that looks like a halo, don't use this Pokemon. Well, okay, let's talk a couple of positives. It has some pretty decent abilities of Swarm and has probably some of the best special defense that you see out of any early bug-type Pokemon that you would see from its previous games, sure. So, what's the problem? Everything else. In fact, you want to know what's the stupid thing about this? It comes with Comet Punch, which I believe even to this day is still its signature move, which is basically just another variation of Double Slap. Can you say disappointing? Well, I certainly hope so, because this thing is full of disappointment! Well, I guess that if you really do want to have a Pokemon that could be a challenge, I guess that you could do worse. Oh, what am I kidding? You can do worse. And this is definitely part of that class. And just when you're thinking that I can't talk any crap more about bug types, here comes Ariados. Well, okay, that's not 100% true. Ariados is a little bit better. It knows some pretty nice poison type moves to level up, and heck, even some of the moves in it that I would normally say that is worse on Lydian is better with Ariados. If only you had access to Sniper for the ability, because it's locked away as a hidden ability. I really wish it had it. I guess the only notable things that are really worth teaching it are Poison Jab and even Bug Bite. And crazy enough, and even hilariously enough, it can even learn Psychic. If you couldn't tell by my expression with this thing, it sucks. Just don't use it. Let's talk about another bug type that may suck a little less ass and has a nice cry that you can hear at night. Cricket tune. If you've never heard that sound before, you won't get it. Okay, but in all seriousness, Cricket tune is actually pretty nice. It has some really nice offensive stats, and it even learns X-Scissor through leveling up, which is a very nice in a move, especially since it has a high hit critical hit ratio. Unfortunately, there's one right there. If only it had access to Technician, but unfortunately, it's locked as a hidden ability, and you won't be seeing it until potentially the next game. So, yeah, it's good. It's just kind of outclassed, and I've already used a really good rock type and a bug type as it is. Just look elsewhere. And finally, Venomoth, another classic, and a kind of a weird one. Honestly, I wish this thing was more of a poison flying type or a bug flying type, because the issue that I have with it is that it can be hit by ground type moves, even though that it can clearly fly. It's just not the case. I know I'm complaining a lot about it, but we've seen a lot of weird Pokemon, but I will say this, it does get credit for one aspect. Quiver Dance. And of course, Tinted Lens can be pretty nice as it is. But other than that, that's about where all the real positives that I can say about this Pokemon end. Because trust me, there is a Pokemon that we'll be seeing later on that is way better with the use of Quiver Dance. But all around, not bad, just very heavily outclassed. Alright. You know what? Sure. Wait. Without being focused. Oh, that's right. I forget that sometimes in this case scenario you can't catch Pokemon on the matter. Anyway, there is something pretty special that I want to talk about this place. Here in the Dreamyard. Well, at least this portion of the Dreamyard. There is actually something pretty interesting. In the basement, every Friday, there is a Busharna that can be found out here, and this is one of the very few Pokemon that has naturally access to its hidden ability. I've already covered this on Pokemon already, but having telepathy as its ability to be used is actually kind of nice. But let's face it, you're better off with something else, and it's just very heavily outclassed because of it. But like I said, I'm not going to give it a full bio because I've already talked about it. But I'll let you judge on it for yourself. Oh, a max potion. Okay, I'll take it. Anything else that we can find around out here in this crazy joint? Actually, I never really looked it downstairs with this thing. Let me double check. From over here, if you didn't see, I got the TM for Dream Eater. Kinda goes without saying. Well, I guess this is it for the Dreamyard. Bye. Well, enough about that. I did say here then in the last episode, we might go to a place that's a little bit more on the dusty side of all things. And given what's been going on with me, especially about how much I was having an issue with these trainer battles, what are the odds then that I'm gonna have a good run for what is to come? Alright. I Yeah, I definitely need to stock up. How many fives? That'll work. Oh, wait. Hold the freaking frog legs. Or I guess in this case, Greninja legs? Oh wait, that's not gonna work, man, because Greninja doesn't exist in this game. I need my flying user for this. Don't worry. Panpour will have some use for one, I guess technically a few more locations? And this will not be the last time we'll be dealing with Striaton City, because there is gonna be a little bit of a change in things that I'm gonna be doing for this. Heading off for Nimbasa City, but we're gonna head south. Actually, come to think of it, how am I on Master Pals? Probably consider also changing up some items and so on, because we're gonna be finding some pretty good items later on down the road. Oh yeah, I'm good. Because Lord knows we're gonna need them. Actually, I might as well say what outbreak we have this time, because we might have time to do it. Maybe not. Route 14. We have no ways to get in there yet. Well, we technically can, but that's clear on the other side of the region. But I don't want to deal with that yet. We'll get our time another day. So we're going to be heading off for not only the Desert Resort, but we're going to be heading off for the Relic Castle. Get out of there. Kid, get out of here. Go this way. Oh, hi! Hi there, Derek. I heard about these Pokemon statues, and I came to look into their origins. I learned that each of these Pokemon statues is actually a real Pokemon. It's called Darmanitan. It's sleeping, so it's become like a stone. I quickly measured how long they've existed. That was amazing. Around 2,500 years. See, they went to sleep that long ago. That means they must have been here since before this place was in ruins, when the Relic Castle was flourishing. Perhaps they were guarding the city. These Pokemon, they are either in a state of hibernation or meditation. So if you wake them, they will become active once again. And the item that wakes up Darmanitan is actually this Rage Candy Bar. That's why I will share one with you, Derek. Joke's on you! I've already done this! Well, I'm heading back to the Pokemon Research Lab. Be seeing you. Yeah, about that! I already did it! Well, anyway, we're back here in the Relic Castle. Go ahead and get off my bike. So let's go this way. Down here. Let's see. If I remember correctly, I would have come to this one. And we want to come down this one. We're back down here! We have been here once before, but we never got the chance to actually explore around a bit. I think some of you guys might know what I'm doing down here. Well. Oh, hello. My bad breath. I'm safe, buddy. Calm down. Are you spazzing out? Since when did Chief Plaza a freaking level 64 crocodile? This guy's been holding out. And the question is, can I knock you out this turn? Because that would be wonderful, please. Uh-oh. Oh, sandstorm. Okay. You are the worst user of a crocodile. $12,942! God damn! Go Mystic! Plasma! I'm falling in the Relic Castle! What's that? You okay there, buddy? Ryuka the 7 Sage is looking for a Pokemon inside Relic Castle! Helps us look out so he wouldn't be interrupted! Stupid, stupid, stupid me! Plus weak! And did I mention stupid? Oh, that's up to nincompoop! So, about that. Here's the Relic Castle at the bottom point. We have 3 new Pokemon here that we can find out here. Or I guess in this case, down here. And I want to take a moment to talk about this. The first Pokemon is Sandslash. Sandslash is actually one of my personal favorite Pokemon. And probably a little bit more than you think. I mean, sure, it's kinda slow, like most ground types. And even though that is the best physical offensive move that it can learn is Slash, that doesn't mean that it's useless. It's a great user of Earthquake. It has some really nice defense. Plus, this thing is probably one of the best users for Sandstorm. The only real gripe that I have with this is that a lot of people use this in a Pokemon as nothing but a meat shield. And I'm not that kind of person. I guess if there's one positive outcome that I can say about Sandslash, is that it actually knows some good moves, both in the level up and even through TM. So, if you're looking for a good user of a ground type for a post game, give this one a try. Next up is yet another classic, Onix. A rock and ground type with many common weaknesses, and definitely one of the heaviest Pokemon that we've seen in a while. Kinda goes without saying. In fact, I consider this Pokemon to be very good with both of its abilities of Rockhead and Sturdy. This is a scenario of picking your poison and find out which one is good. So, in other words, your options are, do you want to have a Onix in it that can withstand recoil hits, or do you want an Onix in it that can get a one-hit KO hits from a powerful move and that will knock out in a flash? Honestly, you could do worse with this. And despite its size, it's actually pretty quick. You will need a certain item to trade it away for it to become that of a Steelix, with being a Steel Ground type, which is a very nice typing to go for. But that being said, it can be hard to use. I mean, don't get me wrong, even as an Onix, it's very good. But as a Steelix, it loses some of its speed, but becomes one of the best bulky Pokemon that you'll be finding. So all around, not a bad choice to go for, but it's best in a to take notes in that this thing has some common weaknesses, but that Sturdy would probably be better to go for over Rockhead, at least in some case scenarios. And finally, a Pokemon that can be found only in a certain room. You haven't gotten to it yet, but there's a lone Pokemon that can be found in there. Claydol. A ground psychic type with levitate for the ability? If you say so. But that's actually not all bad. Claydol is meant to be a really nice special wall, and even though that its attack and special offensive stats are the exact same in terms of stat-wise, you could do worse with this thing. Heck, having such a good immunity to both the ground and electric definitely makes you wonder for how this thing is not in every other room in this freaking joint. The only real big gripe that I have with this is that I like in certain aspects of Claydol, but it's only meant to be used as a wall. A double wall. Nothing more. So all around, not much really needs to be said about Claydol. It knows some good moves to leveling up, and heck, if you really want to have a Claydol then that's as good as it is, give this thing Psychic, give this thing Earthquake, maybe give this thing maybe a Sandstorm while you're at it. So if you really want to have a Claydol that knows how to get the job done in many ways, you got it. This thing, not let you down. Alright, so now we've finally gotten that taken care of and out of the way. I decided to put up another rappel because I wanted to see what was beyond this joint. Well, beyond these rooms, I guess. But we also learned that a certain... what I'm thinking of, a certain sage is here somewhere. And this place is a maze. I'm gonna do my absolute best so I don't get lost. But luckily for me, I know places. Aha! I was planning to catch the Pokemon called Volcarona that lives in this Relic Castle and present it to Getsus. But the Shadow Tribe said that Getsus has gone somewhere, right? The 7 Sages. We always said we were competing when the 7 of us were together. Now I don't know the meaning of those words anymore. I guess I don't mind, even if we were being used. But the dream is over. I no longer need this. Gets to save it from me, but I have no use for it. TMO4 Calm Mind! Okay, alright. The Relic Castle and our own castle are both crumbling. But what's different is that this Relic Castle is the remains of a civilization. And our castle left nothing behind. Regarding Team Plasma, I am an officer of the International Police, and you must satisfy my request for certain information. Understood. But we don't know much about Getsus or our Lord N. We haven't even figured out if they are father and son. Accept my thanks. Now, Getsus notwithstanding, there yet remains but 3 of the 7 Sages still at large. They are thinking upon what topics. They are hoping upon what chances. This is one of the utmost urgency. At once, on my way. Well, that was fun. We've reached our destination. And this is going to be the last thing that I'm going to be doing for this episode. And this is when things are going to get nasty fast. How nasty? Very nasty. Because entering this room, the room that says that where the Claydol will be at, is this. Before you do anything else, I highly recommend that you save. So, I'm going to go save really quick. I'm going to rearrange the team. And then, we take the fight to a boss. Alright. I switched up the team. If I can start up with Scorpius. And then, we take the fight to this boss. Volcarona! the evolution of Lorvesta finally makes its appearance. And, whoo boy, does this thing can pack a punch in many ways. Here in the Relic Castle, upon approaching it, level 70, Bung Fire type, Flame Body for the ability, holding the Silver Powder, with the move Silver Wind, Quiver Dance, Heat Wave, Bug Buzz. If there's one thing that I can say about Volcarona, OP is definitely that. This is the perfect Pokemon that is good for the post-game, and you'll be finding a lot of Pokemon that are on the high levels, and Volcarona kind of deals with it. It will be hard to catch though, but if you held on to that Larvesta and find your way here to get that thing up to level 59, congratulations. Volcarona is definitely one of the absolute best Pokemon that you can finally get to deal with in any way. It has a signature move known as Fiery Dance, an 80 power, 100 accuracy special fire type move that has a 50% chance of raising the user's special attack stat. But I say that as a good thing, but unfortunately it doesn't learn it until level 100. What's hilarious is that its pre-evolution of Larvesta learns Flare Blitz through leveling up at level 100. I don't get it. But in all seriousness, it rarely ever needs Fiery Dance. It has that Quiver Dance. Very little needs to be said about that. The only real big gripe that I have with it is that it only needs to worry about rock-type moves. If you can get around all that, Volcarona is one of the absolute best Pokemon that you can ask for any team, and it's definitely regarded as one of my absolute favorite Pokemon of all time, even to this day. Alright, let's test our luck. 1, 2, 3! Come on! Okay, sure it has a catch rate of 15, but come on! I made this boss look like a joke! Okay. Alright. I guess it's one of those case scenarios of a to each their own. Alright. Okay, to be fair, I wasn't expecting to catch it this fast, and this actually changes a lot of things for this episode. But that's okay. Because going this way, we have this pair of stairs right up here, and this is actually a way that I went while I was talking about the bios. If you haven't been paying attention up in the corner where I usually put them at, but I shouldn't complain much about it. But I'm actually curious, where does this take us? Does this just take us back to the surface? I'm assuming that it does. Oh. Okay, a PB Max. I'll take it. Okay. TM26 Earthquake! That's where it was! Knew it was around here somewhere. We are equipping this thing right here, right now. Let's find out who can learn it. So, Scorpius, Buffalo Bee, and Fridwolfa can learn it. Let's see here, because I'm actually kind of curious on a couple things. Hammer Arm's a must. Stone Edge is a must, so I'm very torn with Grass Knot, though. That has proven to be quite useful lately. But you know what? Nah. Wait. Actually, you know what? Yeah. Alright. Because coming on this way makes sense now. Well, anyway, now that we've finally gotten that all taken care of, we're gonna head back to Stryington City. And why don't we kind of look more into our new friend of Ocarona? I don't plan on taking it with me, but maybe I'll keep it in reserve for a while. Alright, definitely want to heal up. But let's look more into our new friend here. Definitely have Flame Body, and that Solar Powder is a great move, well, great item to have. Let's go and take that. Let's see here. Oh, wow. Wow. A careful nature, likes to fight, so you prioritizing fighting. Physical, yeah, attack stat. Okay, alright. Not bad. Why am I seeing that as an ad on my other monitor? But, yeah, whatever. Well, I guess that's gonna be it for a while. We are very most definitely going to be doing some exploring around along the way. But before we do any of that, I think we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna call quits for this episode because we got a lot done. We explored a whole new location. We learned the secret. It's for that of the Relic Castle. We caught Volcarona in a one shot, I might add. I think we're gonna go ahead and end things off from right here. Next time on Pokemon White, we begin our exploration down new portions of data of... Whoa, excuse me. Like I was saying, we begin our exploration with some new locations now that we have gotten the use of the Super Rod. And see what kind of fun we'll be finding along the way, eh? Didn't mean to sound Canadian right there, but whatever. See you guys then.